Episode 150. What's the podcast?
The real 150.
Episode 150. We're back. DJ Jerome Baker the third. Shout out to my guy. Always available. Hashtag She Were Eddie.
He's available. He's available this week.
Available this week.
Yeah, and Don't Charge Abdul.
I'm here, baby.
Oh, yeah, we're here.
Eddie's back. He listened to too much of that. He had too much of that.
Fucked up.
Yeah, he listened to Diet Coke last week, man. Pusha had him out in the streets. Took him back to them days.
Too much Iron Age last week. That shit fucked me up. That took me out the game. That took me out the game. Yo?
Rome, you back too.
Where was I?
Arizona, weren't you?
Oh, yeah.
You said, where was I?
This guy.
Yeah, so what's a podcast.live? What's a podcast.live is where you can find our previous episodes, all 151 of them.
50.5.
Well, there's like 2 poisonous darts in there. And then youtube.com/what's a podcast for all of our video episodes. Yeah, for sure. Yes, I did just get back from Arizona. It was stellar.
Was that that was an impromptu trip or you?
No, I was planned.
Okay.
Planned.
You out there working too?
The goal is work. Yeah, I mean, 81 degrees every day that I was there. It's fantastic. It's actually hot. Went for the weather. Phoenix. Yeah, for sure. The Phoenix Open, Waste Management Phoenix Open. It's basically the NBA.
What is that?
So basically, it's the NBA All-Star Weekend for white guys who golf.
They went crazy in Arizona, man. Did you see that kid who had the hole-in-one? And
that's where we were.
Threw up fucking beer everywhere. They were celebrating like it was a lacrosse championship.
Jerome was at that party.
I was there. So that was on the 16th hole. We were at the 18th.
Damn, you were at the 18th hole.
Yeah, so the 18th.
Everywhere?
No. We were at pretty much a day party on the 18th hole.
Jerome's like, this beer costs $9. I'm keeping it right here.
13. Ooh. And I only had one drink because I was driving. So, you got to be smart out there.
Yeah.
But
you gotta be smart everywhere.
Just a stellar time, man. I mean, shout out to my brother, Kel, man. He's so connected. It's crazy.
The mayor of Phoenix. The mayor of Arizona. He's the mayor of the whole state.
Pretty much.
Kellen got it done, man. Like, I was just proud, impressed, whatever you want to call it. But he got it done at a level that was
What does Kellen mean? What is that? How did your mom ever land on that name? I've never heard that name before.
No idea. I've heard of it. There's been a couple other athletes who
really?
were in that space.
They spell it the same way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And like regular dudes, but so Waste Management is basically this. It's a golf tournament, but because of the weather, it's always been sort of like a little bit more on the party side of things. Yeah. And so people dress up. Companies can buy out tents and booths along certain golf holes. Yeah, and so that allows them to give pretty much the back nine more of a party atmosphere because you're kind of winding down. You get into the gallery. There's a huge it's a younger golf tournament as well. Like, yeah, it's still old, stiff white dudes from Iowa, but there's definitely like a younger contingent that they really rely on to make it do what it does. I think they said it was 300,000 people there just on Saturday alone.
Damn.
Oh, it was insane. We were out there at 10 o'clock in the morning, and there were people who had been there since 7.
Sheesh. So you're DJing or you're just partying?
We just partied to set up, you know what I'm saying, some things in the future.
Okay. They had music playing. I thought the music fucks up like golfers and their concentration and all that shit.
Well, being out there on the 18th hole,
that's the finish line.
Right. So unless it's literally, a tied up type thing,
yeah,
they don't give a shit, bro. And that was the third day. So we were there Saturday. This Friday is the 4th day. So that's the day in which if something were to really go crazy, they would be like, yo, you got to chill out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But shout out to Trap Golf and Eastside Golf.
They were there.
They were both there.
Who's Those Trap Golf?
Trap Golf is Roger Steele, and Eastside Golf is 2 dudes, but they are black
Nigerians,
dudes.
I think.
Yeah. The one dude in Eastside Golf, his name is like Elijah Woon, like Hakeem Olajuwon, but there's an extra O in it.
Okay.
And they're basically helping lead the push for black
golfers.
Young black golfers, like not.
They got to
like,
collab with Jordan Brand.
Yeah,
they did a Jordan 4 golf.
Oh, that's sick.
So those are my brother's guys. He's actually really close with both of them.
Can we
Is Kellen golf?
Kellen doesn't golf, but he knows everybody. Kellen is standing at the golf tournament. His friend walks up to him and says, "Yo, Eric Costin is standing right behind you." Kellen's like, "Man, get out of here." Turns around.
Eric Costin's a huge
Costin
golfer.
right there. Costin, huge golfer.
Yeah.
And my brother's like, "Oh, chops it up with him." I'm just like, "Yo, this is crazy." Like
he knows him, or they obviously have mutual friends.
They were talking. Yeah, they have mutual friends for sure. And like, it was just tight to see.
He's the king networker.
You know what I'm saying? But Eastside Golf and Trap Golf, super, super dope just to see them pushing black people in the golf space. And like I say, young golfers, not just like people our parents' age necessarily, but like dudes, our age and younger. You know what I'm saying? And like respected dudes though. Like they weren't just like in the stands partying. They were like on the 18th hole. Like Chris Paul from the Suns wore an Eastside Golf shirt.
I love it.
At the tournament, took the picture. PGA Tour, you know what I'm saying, was on him about it. It was just a very eye-opening experience that I'll be back for next year. We're gonna play it a little different now that we've been there before.
Now you know.
So
move a little bit different.
We can move a little bit different. Yeah, I saw Ray.
You saw who?
You guys know Ray from Mighty Healthy?
Oh yeah. He's a big golfer too.
He's a big golfer as well. So he's been out there for like a week.
Mate.
Yeah, he's been out there for like a week. He's heavy into it.
Okay.
There's a company called Malbon.
Yeah,
which is
what's his name, man? Used to own Frank's butcher shop, not butcher shop.
Frank's Chop Shop.
Frank's Chop Shop. Same guy, Steven Malbon.
It's two brothers, right?
Yeah, I think it was Steven and Frank.
Schoolboy Q wore their stuff like 2 weeks ago, and then I know Ray was out there rocking with them. It's tight, man. Like I really enjoyed being in the environment, and I enjoyed seeing golf at that level, and just seeing the sun. Like Devin and Chris Paul were there together, so that had people excited. That's
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Arizona's going to be on fire next year. You got the Super Bowl and the Waste Management Open.
That's pretty much the same weekend.
It is the same weekend.
Yeah,
it's the same weekend. So.
You're gonna be busy out there. Plus, that was Arizona.
Yeah, that was part of the reason, just to you know what I'm saying, sew up some new opportunities, which we did. You know what I'm saying? We got it shaking. So I would say that these next 9 months are solely dedicated to getting out there. You know what I'm saying? Like getting out there, making it happen in any way, shape, form. So
that's fire.
Super dope, man. Like hung out with my mom, which is great. You know, that's the best part about it. I mean, it sucked Bella couldn't be there, but it was what it was.
Yeah. We got to have Kellen get us some sponsorship, man. All these connections. Either that or he needs to put us on as to how we can network better. I think that's something a skill that we necessarily might not have.
I'll be honest with you. I truly
Jerome's learning from him now.
I'll be honest with you, man. I truly, and this is like no knock on anybody or anything, or like DC, honestly, but like DC is just too black, right? Black people get in each other's way.
Wait, and no. So are you saying it's easier to? Nah, it's not easier to. You saying it's easier to network with white folks?
What I say in Arizona. My brother's been in nightlife and been associated with so many different types of people for so long, and he moves through every scene seamlessly.
I think it's just his personality too, right? I think it might just be some sort of skills that we're kind of missing out, and maybe our audience might not know of things they should be doing, things we should be doing. I think it would be a good fucking course to have as to how to.
Kellen. I mean, listen, I'm not.
Network a little bit better.
I'm not going to say Kellen doesn't give a shit about people, but like he knows who to talk to, when to talk to, who to associate themselves with. And there's a difference in what comes to Arizona. You got spring training. They've had Super Bowls before. They've had the NCAA tournament before. And a lot of athletes like they live there, and a lot of athletes like to vacation in Arizona. So like he's telling me, he's like, yo, one of my boys from the 49ers is coming out here after the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just a whole bunch of that. And like he's been in the game for so many years out there. Um, I just truly feel like he kind of like it's just like less not competition, but just
But he doesn't
less
have anybody
headache.
getting in his way out there at all.
Yeah, nobody gets in Kellen's way. He's very much a solo. He rolls out by himself all the time.
I love that.
He knows all the right people. He can get you into whatever you want to get into, and he's
just plugged. He's plugged.
Super. You know,
I think that's just the one place that we might excel in is being able to get in and getting everybody in that's with us. Outside of that, I mean, that's a very powerful tool to have, right?
But that's also Kellen's personality too. Like he's just a mad cool, like laid back, cool person too. You know, you kind of want him around.
I just think for outside of having that skill set, translating a lot of these like relationships happening into business and making some sort of monetary money from it and some sort of something coming out of them is I think that's the skill set everybody needs to have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Easy. It's not
easy.
I
mean,
it looks easy, but it's not easy.
The number one thing too is Kellen's been there for his entire life, with the exception of 1 year.
Yeah,
like one year in Tucson and 1 year in Baltimore. Right. He's also, since he was in high school, he's been connected to. He went to school with this dude Channing Frye, who played pro ball for like 15 years. Terrell Suggs, who was on the Ravens. It was like he damn near lived with us. You know what I'm saying? Like Terrell Suggs was all the time, was around. And so Kellen's maintained a lot of relationships over the course of so many years that it just transferred into nightlife. And I mean, he's been in situations that I don't want to be in, where he's around a lot of loud house music and just weird ass people. You know what I'm saying? But he persevered, and now he's like the top dog out there. And I mean, my man generated, not to put his business out there, but he generated well over $50K in table sales this weekend. Like he was Kellen did. His client, and he wasn't even with me after 7 p.m. a lot of the time, because I got a table over here, I got 2 tables over there, I got this tables over here. This table did 15,000. This table did 22. Like
so hold on,
running numbers up.
Okay, wow. And he eats off that too. He eats off that too. The clubs give him a percentage of everything he books.
If you want to go to Toco Madera, which is the hottest restaurant probably in the Southwest, 2 months out, there's no reservations. You know what I'm saying? If there's one person who can make it happen for you, if he likes you enough, it's gonna be Kel. You know what I'm saying? And like me personally, I'd be like, yo, kick rocks. You missed out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he's put himself in that position to be that guy, man. So it's tight just to kick it and see his business fully thrive. I mean, Arizona itself is just in a good place. They can't build the hotels fast enough. They're trying to build all these hotels to be prepared for next year's Super Bowl and golf tournament, and they're gonna fail miserably. But it is what it is, man. So it's tight. It was tight. Super Bowl went down. The Rams won. I was hoping the Bengals would have won.
Me too. I was rooting for the Bengals as well.
Yeah, the Super Bowl.
Why were you rooting for the Bengals?
Because all of the black. So Sunday afternoon we went to this lunch. This brunch party, day party my man Fresh has, and it was like all the black people. It was like a Rock Creek kind of joint, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And so we were all just like, everybody was going for Joe Burrow. Nobody knows any Rams fans, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Alex James. You guys know Alex James?
Yep. Pleasures.
Tell Alex that runs Pleasures.
Oh yeah, of course.
Alex bought a crib in Phoenix, ran into him at the function. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo,
he's not in LA anymore.
He's like, I'm back and forth, but he's like, yo, we're out here so much. He's like, yo, I love it out here. He bought he has a wellness and like a therapy center, like a spa. He has like a spa in Phoenix.
In Phoenix.
In Phoenix. Yeah. I mean, I was like, oh, that's cool. Like I thought it was something that he could just like check on every 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Cop a hotel room. He's like, nah, dude, we bought a crib out here. He's like, this is where it's at. And I was like, pretty dope to hear. You know what I mean? So
that's what's up.
Would have really enjoyed the Bengals to win, but it was a good game from what I understand. I
think it's dope.
You didn't watch it?
LA won in LA.
I slept because I was DJing that night, so I had to sleep. I had like a 9 o'clock gig. So.
Did you see the halftime show? Or you missed that too.
My brother woke me up. Kel woke me up for the halftime show. I thought the halftime show was good. The 50 Cent thing has been hilarious all week. I mean, 50
that
kind of
was
has.
yeah.
I just think 50, he's getting what he's put out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been a bully for the last 15 years. Why not get bullied a little bit?
Of course.
I mean, outside of them making fun of him gaining a little bit of weight and him being upside down, his performance was just so lackluster, man. Dude had zero energy, and maybe that was from hanging upside down for like fucking a minute and a half, waiting for your turn to come. So
yeah,
I think he was the least impressive out of everyone who was on that roster, man. I think he should have been left out. I mean, he couldn't be technically, Aftermath and the whole everybody who was really Dre's artist kind of came out.
I mean, but who else performed by Mary? She's not Dre's artist, is she?
No, she's not. But she performed. I think those songs that she did were produced by Dre. At least the
okay.
Yeah, it was weird why she was actually a part of it too.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, she did a decent job. I think she's,
I fuck with Mary. Yeah,
she's 51 years old, and she did her thing. It was a lot of lip syncing. You know what I mean? Like not just her, but even with everybody. Dre and Snoop and. Yeah. But the show overall was dope, man. The set was tight. Everybody's performance looked dope. Dre was really the architect and literally the engineer of that whole movement and that sound back then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 50 Cent was just unimpressive to me. You know who I really enjoyed and I did not think I would was Eminem. Honestly.
Eminem's tight, yo.
He's super tight, but that was like right when his good music ended for me. Like
I mean,
right
I don't particularly
8 Mile.
I'm not a huge fan of Eminem, but he's tight and you can't deny that he's like really good at what he does. It might not be for you.
Not today though. I don't think today he's good at what he does.
Yeah, I mean, he's like I said, he's not my favorite, but he's undeniably a very good lyricist. Like you can't
Sure. I mean, that was the right song to do at the Super Bowl, I think.
For sure. And he got a lot of slack for like taking a knee at the end.
Yeah. I don't. I mean, what are they going to do to Eminem, right? Like, what the fuck? What can you do?
Nothing.
Apparently, he was told he shouldn't take a knee, and like, bro, that's kind of exactly?
Like somebody like him, like tell him you can't do it. He's going to do it even more.
He's like a toddler, literally.
Well, he was not supposed to take a knee, and Dre wasn't supposed to say like "Still Not Loving Police." And they both did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, what the fuck are they going to say to them?
They don't care.
Even if you don't pay them, they're not tripping. Like
I don't think they
did. Dre put up $7 million of his own
for the whole show.
For the whole show, and at the very last minute, the dancers, they changed the status of the dancers, which allowed them to get paid because they were not going to get paid either.
Who paid the dancers? Dre did,
like
or
no,
the NFL did.
California NFL because they had to change their status from they had to become employees versus like contractors. Like that.
So nobody Kendrick 50, nobody Snoop, Mary, none of them get paid.
No, I mean unless Dre paid them himself, but I mean I don't think they were tripping. I think that for them it's just the look.
That's for the love, man.
Still Dre. Well, still Dre is the #2 song in the country right now.
Yeah,
and I mean they made sure that was everywhere. Even in Kendrick's performance, they had "Still Dre" or "Dre Day" written on every box.
Yeah,
Kendrick's performance was tight. I can't even front.
I didn't realize how short homie was.
No, he's mad little.
Like homie is little.
Yeah, he's really little. I saw him at a performance Sneaker Pimps in Philly, 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's mad little, but he was super energetic.
Yeah, big energy.
And his performance was off the chain even back then. But I've never been like a really big Kendrick fan. I'm not a big fan of his flow. Like, you know, I'm
kind of the same way with Eminem and Kendrick. Like, Kendrick isn't a fucking amazing lyricist.
Yeah,
he's just not for me.
He's not for me. His flow annoys me.
Yeah, me too. His voice and his flow annoy me. But when I listen to what he's saying, I'm like, yo, he's spitting some shit.
And you know what? I'll also give him that there are some songs that I do like.
Yeah.
But overall, I'm just not like a big Kendrick fan. I'm a bigger a fan of J. Cole than I am of Kendrick.
100%.
And
100%.
I like J. Cole's flow.
No, I think
it's a more East Coast type of vibe. It's almost like a New York style of rap.
Well, that just says it. That just says it right there. You got to remove your bias, though. You got to remove your your location bias.
It is what it is.
You know that's
what I prefer.
Not if that's your preference.
That's my preference.
Yeah, but I don't have to change. I don't have to change my preference because
he's from
where I'm from. That's flawed.
No, it's not. No,
yes, it is.
But
yes,
I'm not putting that on anybody else.
He's not saying
I don't give a shit about anybody else. I'm talking about you directly. Like
he's not saying I don't like him because he's not. He's not saying I don't like him because he's from there. He says I prefer East Coast style flow.
Yeah,
personally, me for my music.
Yeah, but
that's nothing wrong with that.
It's a personal bias. You have to when you're being objective. You have to remove bias.
Preference.
It's
bias, preference, bias, whatever. Son,
I like a bias would be I kind of dislike everybody from LA, but that's not necessarily
true. But you just said it was an East Coast flow. Is one of the reasons why I like Kendrick. Why I like Cole more than Kendrick.
Yeah, I like the game.
Bias.
The game has a almost.
You're the only one that likes the game. I don't. The game sucks.
The game is off the chain.
Name one of his songs after the first 2 albums.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't know the names, but
exactly. There's nothing.
You don't fuck with the game?
No.
You don't fuck with the game?
I like the game when he first came out because he was like he was like new and
the game still goes crazy. Nobody raps better than the game from LA as far as I'm concerned. Name
I don't
one
know
person.
about that. I don't know about that.
I'm telling you, I don't think anybody fucks with him. Lyrically,
nobody in the whole West Coast can fuck with the game.
I don't think so.
You're bugging.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm going to be in LA next week.
Schoolboy Q? That's my man.
Schoolboy Q's way better.
Nipsey?
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean,
I was going to say, Nipsey.
I'm a fan of Nipsey. I'm a fan of Schoolboy Q.
Yeah. Yo, rest in peace. Rest in peace. I was going to say, rest in peace, Nipsey. Today is 4 years.
That's right.
4 years to the day since Victory Lap was released.
Yeah.
It's still an incredible body of work that I listen to. Shit, we listened to it every day when I was in Arizona. We had that joint on repeat. Listen,
Nipsey was different too, man. And you know,
Nipsey only had a West Coast flow.
Yeah, no, I was about to say his style was very similar to Snoop's. But there was something very East Coast about him too, though.
Snoop, by the way, shits on the game too, by the way. Just saying.
Early Snoop, maybe, but not today.
Just Snoop, period.
I'll fuck with the game, dog. The game should have been there on that. He should have been there instead of 50. He would have done a way better job.
Okay, and he's from LA, so he should have been on there.
Well, so here's the thing. So here's the thing about it. Game was very upset about that.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, game and
I just kind of thought about him being
no.
That just now.
Yeah, no.
Game and 50 don't fuck with each other, and 50 is on Aftermath.
Well, I don't know if that was the case. I think that when you're looking through the canon of pop culture, Go Shorty, It's Your Birthday is more popular than anything the game has done.
But maybe not in LA though.
All I'm saying is not to take anything away from the game is literally what's next. But Go Shorty, It's Your Birthday, or Go It's Your Birthday, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That shit is like incredible. That shit's like a diamond selling song. Right? And 50 has, the marketing. And Game's been a bit of a dickhead recently. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like.
He's been fucking up.
Okay. So while I don't disagree, I think he should have been on it. They only had 12, 13 minutes.
I don't think he should be mad that he wasn't on it, because if they didn't pick you, that's on you. Like, that's on them. They don't have to pick you. But the people that decided they should have picked him. You know what I'm saying? He should have been there, but he can't be mad about not being there.
I think the people that decide is Jay-Z. All right.
Is it Jay-Z?
Yeah, I think Rock Nation's in charge of the Super Bowl.
I think that's Jay's role in with the NFL is picking out the halftime entertainment.
So
I'm surprised Jay would pick 50.
Well, no, I think that was kind of like he let Dre quarterback the whole thing, right? And then Dre kind of whoever he wanted, including his whole Aftermath roster.
The shady Aftermath.
Yeah. What do you think about? Do you think the acts were too old? Like should
You mean
I
like
don't know.
aside from Kendrick, they should have gone with like some younger, fresher.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm just saying
everybody there was 50 plus,
But
Except for Kendrick.
who
other than
younger?
Kendrick. Yeah.
Who younger who younger and fresher has like an iconic song though? Like sometimes we got
there's songs
from
that are going
from the
crazy
West
on.
though. From the West though, who is younger and fresher that has iconic? So all the songs that were performed are anthems. Like
Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the songs though, and Tyler doesn't rep LA enough. Here's where I messed up.
What do you think it needed to be somebody from LA? Like they don't pick out people from every city that the Super Bowl is.
They don't, but this year they did, except for me.
I mean, there's only two places where you could get a significant impact
New York
like
and
that.
LA.
Exactly. So if you're in LA, it's kind of a layup to be like, hey, let's go with Aftermath.
Yeah,
I'll tell y'all where
think of who's a big enough star.
I'll tell y'all where all three of us messed up at, and I got heavy into it because I was in Arizona. Is the sports betting, FanDuel?
We should have bet it.
Right? You could have bet on what the first song was going to be.
You could bet right. You could bet right here in the city at the Verizon Center.
Now you can't bet. I just tried to do sportsbook last night. You can do fantasy.
No, you can bet in DC
I just tried to bet last night. It won't.
Did
let
you go there?
No, I was on my phone.
Oh no, you got to go there. You got to go.
You got to go there and place your bet. Yeah,
you could go there. And
you could have. You could have bet on
MGM. You can too.
Well, MGM is Maryland though, so isn't MGM? Is that
DC? It's Maryland, but in DC you could bet. You got to go there and place your bet.
They had a bet, and it was significant. If you would have, let's say you put down like $500, the payout would have been significant if you bet that the next episode was going to be the first song on the Super Bowl performance. You could have bet.
Such a tough bet though, because
I picked it. I didn't bet it, but I picked it.
But this payout's probably like 100 or like 200 to 1. You know what I mean?
It just depends on what you put down.
So you put, like I said, when you put like $20 down, you could win like 2 racks.
Right.
You know?
So that's the thing about it. I learned because it's so prevalent in Arizona. It's literally at the airport you can bet. It's fucking everywhere. The way to get rich is in that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy.
But I'm seeing so many of our younger friends in person posting on Instagram all these bets that they're doing, right? And I don't know, man. I think
they're posting parlays, right? And the parlay is the one where you have the more like difficult and the more parlays that you add, bets that you add to the parlay, that's where the payout gets bigger. I just saw a guy win 35 racks last night off a $300 bet.
Good for him.
I just think that they're posting all their wins, and which means that's happening once every 3 weeks, but the rest of them 3 weeks, you're losing your fucking shirt.
Absolutely.
100%. I think it's a bad idea getting involved with this betting shit. It's a fucking slippery road, man. Once you get on it, you're gonna slide all the way to the bottom.
It was
every time I see one of my friends post this shit, I'm like, dog, you need to stop betting.
It was $8 billion. It was $8 billion that exchange
for the Super Bowl.
For the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
those are legal bets.
Yeah, legal bets.
That's like not even that.
So,
that's like
do you think that illegal betting is even still a thing? Like
illegal betting?
Yeah.
Hell
why would I go through illegal betting if I can just do it legally?
You don't have to pay taxes on your winnings.
Oh,
for one.
Yeah, that's
they're gonna run your cash.
And you don't have to give up the money up front.
I mean, depending on your relationship with your bookie, but sometimes, but no, you don't, but I mean, there's definitely,
man, I got some stories about collecting,
bookies collecting debts.
Collecting for a bookie from, actually, never mind. Let's maybe Silence should beat that out.
Nevertheless, what I'll say is that the sports betting thing is it's almost like unavoidable at this point. You can literally bet on everything. I'm in a basketball league with the Commonwealth team. We put money up on that. Being in Arizona, it's just like when I say you get off the plane and the first thing you see is a FanDuel ad in the middle of the airport, Like you can't escape it. When you're picking up your luggage, it's the luggage carriage is sponsored by FanDuel.
Get the fuck out of here.
I just was like, yo, this is insane. Insane.
That's crazy.
So, you know, I
But that's the kind of people that go to Arizona
Yeah.
though. It's like the white golfing, sports betting,
Yep.
like bros.
yo, I had a 7 a.m. flight from DCA, and my entire flight was dudes in golf gear.
Yeah, that's it.
When my brother
Let's
came
go.
when my brother came to pick me up, we had to circle the airport one time. There
All
was
mortgage bankers.
literally 4,000 dudes out there, all in Titleist, Callaway,
Yeah.
Nike Golf. Like it was just such a it was an
That's
experience,
hilarious.
man. So
Yeah.
yeah, Arizona was tight. Golfing I see why Big Akil is into it now, man. I see
No,
that.
Big Akil is serious into it. Him and
and his
and my
boys,
friend,
too.
yep, Sabe, my man Asta. They do Kirk. They do golf trips. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll go and they're out there at 6 o'clock in the morning for tee offs and shit like that.
They came to Arizona when I was out there one time.
Man,
I'm out there
it's-
DJing,
It's a lot.
and Akil's like, "When's the next time you go to Arizona?" I was like, "Saturday." He's like, "What?" I was like, "I'll be there Saturday." He's like, "I'll be there Saturday." Come through.
You got him a table at the white girl spot.
Kel got him a table. I walked past them once. I could see them, but they had some work around them.
Yeah.
Akil came up to me at 150 drunk, handed me a bottle of champagne, said, "Rome, I appreciate it," and rolled out. I said, "Man, thank you, brother. It was all
Yeah.
good." So
Nah, listen, man. It's an expensive habit, man. It's that's one thing. Like
it's the barrier to entry for sure.
the golfing shit, you know, the gear, the fucking equipment, the lessons,
The
the
fucking
tea time,
playing the game
membership,
is like
all that shit
$150 a round.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
You know, and that
Yeah.
shit takes mad long.
Yeah, it takes a real
Yeah,
commitment.
4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, nobody got time for that.
Well, it's just
They
the
do.
it's the competition to get those 6 a.m. tee times, right?
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to be playing golf at 11 a.m. in Arizona.
No.
You'll barely make it through the front 9, right?
That's true. It's hot as
crazy.
fuck.
So literally, when I tell you the competition for the 6 a.m. tee time out there is insane, like
Yeah,
it's what can your dad do for my dad type shit. You know what I mean? So episode 150, what's a podcast? It is
We
Black
here.
History Month. It just says Black History Month. So I don't know. I mean, shout out to black
no,
people.
we're still in it. We're still in it. Shout
We're
out
still
to
in it.
you know what I'm saying. Shout out. It should be
Black-
Black History Year, really. You know what I'm saying. This 2022
This-
needs to be Black History Year.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Jay Slayer posted something a few days ago where he said the white people were trying to end Black History Month on February 15th. And I was just like,
There was a lot going. It's been a lot going on this month for black
I
people.
was like, what is happening? Why would they try to take that away from Black history?
It was somewhere in Alabama or Tennessee, Mississippi, where the white people were upset about Black History Month, so they like called the school, and it's been an interesting
Unbelievable.
Black History Month for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't say I love it so far. Speaking of Black History Month, I know we talk about this later, but I just want to talk about it now. Did you watch Abbott Elementary last night?
No,
Oh,
I've been catching up on some of the older episodes though. Tell me.
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna let you watch it. It's the best episode yet. It's incredible.
Okay,
It's
okay. Black
the-
history.
Yeah, Black History about Abbott Elementary last night. It was
My
incredible.
guy from Everybody Hates Chris is like a grown man. Like
Very.
I can't get over it. I cannot get over how grown he is, man. It feels like we've known him since he was a child.
I mean, kind of have.
Yeah, but not really. I mean, we don't know him
Yeah.
in person, but
No, but you watch somebody.
big
grow
fan
up
of
on
his,
it.
man. Yeah, he's a big fan of his. He's a great actor, and Abbott Elementary is hilarious. How was y'all Valentine's, by the way? We just coming off of that. That was 2 days ago, right? What?
I traveled all day.
Yeah.
That's all I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
come home and
No.
meet up with your significant other?
I came home and got my child. That's what I did. I was excited about that, and that was
Mhm.
it.
How did your lady take that? Then
What-
neglect.
There's no lady to be neglected.
Are you sure?
100%. I saw your Valentine's Day dinner. It looked very sleek.
Man, yo.
Kim had the finger waves in. You know what I'm saying? It looked very like.
Yo, my Valentine's Day dinner was fucking amazing. First of all, shout out to our guy Keem over at Maquetto. You know, I kind of waited till the last minute to get a reservation somewhere, and by the time I got around to it, everything was just moving so quickly, man. Like the year just kind of flew by. Before I even knew it, it was like 2 to 3 days away from Valentine's Day, and of course I had not planned a whole lot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but you know, my wife and I were just discussing and kind of figuring out what we wanted to do and if we were going to be able to do it, if we were going to be able to have a sitter and this, that, and the other. Finally, I hit him up. I was like, yo, I know I waited last minute, but I need a table. He's like, yo, I got you. But man, when I say he got us, he hooked us the fuck up, bro. Like, shout out to Eric,
Royal
who's
treatment.
the owner. Yeah, who's the owner as well as the chef. Like, kept on sending out plates and of different things. And man, Maquetto, the menu is changed.
The food is good.
The food is fire.
Yeah, the food is good.
Not only has the menu changed, but they kept some of the great dishes on it, and they added more fire to it. You know what I'm saying? The prices are reasonable. Like, dog, we fucking had a ball, man. Ate like shit. All kinds of stuff, you know, drinking. Like, they have this apple soda. It's like a Japanese apple soda. Have you ever had that?
Nah.
That might be the best soda I've ever had.
Apple soda sounds good.
I mean, and I'm not even like a big like apple juice guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I love that shit.
Yeah, I don't like apple juice either.
But the apple soda, bro, try that next time.
It's like red apple or green apple.
I don't even know. I drank it out the can. Like, I think it might be green apple.
Green apple is a little more like tart.
Yeah, it was tarty, but you know,
that's fire. No, that's fire.
With the carbonation added to it.
That's probably really good.
Dog, it was fucking amazing. I had 2 of them shits. But yeah, shout out to Maquetto, man. Showed us a lot of love and the hospitality was great. So thank you to Keem. Keem got an NFT coming out, man. He's working on one. It's coming out, and he showed it to us. Dog, the shit is ill. The animation is crazy, but the story behind it, and it's coming out in conjunction with a project that he has coming out in August. We might have to have Keem on the show actually to come, like, talk about his shit. But yeah, so shout out to Maquetto, man. Thank you again. We appreciate it.
Shout out to Maquetto, our guy Vino. Yeah. I think we need to run back our our class. I think we are gonna run it back actually in early March, I believe.
Yeah, I'm with it. Eddie, what did you do for Valentine's Day? Anything?
No, we just played it low key because we traveled. Like, we're in Florida right now, so we traveled the very next day. So we were gonna go out to dinner, whatever, but we just put it on pause. So we're gonna do it down here.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we went out to eat the day before Valentine's Day to try to get like a little Valentine's Day dinner in, and on Valentine's Day we just chilled. We both worked, and then we left to come down to Florida on yesterday. So we're here. We're doing it here.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we ain't do too much.
Okay. I think Jerome's girl was mad he wasn't around.
Jerome's girl was mad.
Yo, did you see Eminem had on a special Jordan 3 when he was performing? Were they
special? I thought they were just the regular ones that came out.
Nah, they had some Slim Shady
no.
with the backward E on the back.
They had his E logo.
They had the Eminem logo on the back.
On the tongue. And
I mean, he's with Jordan Brand.
He is with Jordan Brand.
So yeah, I mean,
so I'm not surprised. I mean, he's had a bunch of exclusive.
Yeah, like one of the first Jordans, right?
Yeah, he's had a bunch of stuff, man. He's had an Airburst. He's had a few Air Forces.
Yep.
He's had an Air Max 97.
Do you have any
Air
Eminem
Max 90?
Eminem Nikes?
I do. I have the Airburst. And I have
the Jordan 4.
No, I do not have the Jordan 4.
None of them, the blue one or the black one.
No, I do have the black one, the black Carhartt one.
And those are Eminem.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, actually, I should say I had it. And then I have
no more shout out to Soul Priorities.
shout out to Soul Priorities. And then I have one of the Shady Records Air Force Ones.
Oh, those are dope.
Yeah. But I mean, Eminem, his relationship with Jordan Brand is now knocking on like 20 some years, so I'm not surprised. They made one specially for him. It looked good, man. It's fucking Jordan 3.
Like a fire red 3, right?
It's like the fire red or the Cardinal 3,
the
but
Cardinal.
it had some inscription on the inside of the tongue as well as the big E on the outside, and then it had a label on the back tab of the shoe as well, and maybe some other details that we just didn't see, but those were the big ones. Yeah, I mean, again, Eminem kind of did his thing on that show, but on the halftime show, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Episode 150. We want to say a happy birthday to Chicago's very own Lupe Fiasco.
Oh shit!
He just turned 40 today.
Amazing! Happy birthday to the god!
Yeah,
and he
Lupe
opened up a karate school.
Did he? That's
right.
Yeah.
His father had one growing up that I know
Yeah.
was very significant in his life. And I know Virgil like one of his fashion shows, Virgil rebuilt the karate school for the fashion show. You know what I'm saying? At least the outside of it served as in the fashion show. So shout out to that. Shout out to Virgil. Speaking of Virgil, rest in peace, Virgil. Tremaine Emery, better known as Denim Tears, was named the creative director of Supreme earlier
Today,
this morning.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. Well deserved. Well deserved.
He's been a prevalent factor in men's fashion. I want to say probably for the last 15 years. I know he worked at Stussy. I know he was a consultant, and I heard he was a creative director at Marc Jacobs. I'm not sure about that per se, but I know he did do some work for Marc Jacobs as well. No Vacancy In has always been a thing on the scene.
Yeah.
In that sort of black fashion world that those guys all participated in.
Mm-hmm.
There are a bunch of DJs too, right?
Well, he's not a DJ. He's the guy on the mic. His man, this other kid, I forget his name. A-Side, I believe is his name.
Right.
He's the DJ. And then what else is it, man?
Outside of those accomplishments, I mean, Denim Tears as a brand has kind of been holding its own, man. I think
he's been going down.
Yeah, they put out one of the best Chuck Taylors I have seen up to date, with the Pan-African flag on it. That came out, I think, 2020, because I went and lined up for it outside of somewhere. One of my favorite Chuck Taylor's collaborations ever in the history of Converse. Like, you know what I'm saying? So simple and yet so much to say. So yeah, I've been a fan of Denim Tears from the beginning. So I'm really excited to see what he kind of does with this new position.
So it's been a good week for Supreme. They announced their latest line yesterday, so there's a lot of pieces there. Boom, we followed up with the Denim Tears announcement in February.
Did you see they're putting out an Airstream like
trailer? I mean, at this point, Supreme can do whatever they want.
Should we cop that?
Why not?
I mean, if you can, it's a flip.
Nah, it's not a flip. You'd think I think the days of flipping Supreme might be over.
I don't think so.
Nah, I think now it's about flipping the more expensive stuff, and that's what you want to flip.
Yeah, the accessories and shit like that.
Right, like a T-shirt, maybe a box logo hoodie, not as beneficial.
Because I could get an Airstream.
But can you get a Supreme Airstream?
No, I could get the Supreme Airstream. Is what I'm saying.
Then flip it. Yeah, there's gonna be some.
Yeah, but you're gonna put like 50 bands up to make like 10.
No, listen, if you got the connect in Dubai that wants it bad enough,
how do you get that out there? They got to pay.
That's on him.
What is shipping on that?
That's on him.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but I want to say the list can take care of the Supreme Airstream.
Some rich kid's gonna have that shit in his backyard posted.
98% sure I can get it. We could put it in my backyard, and that could become our studio for the podcast.
That would be kind of fire.
We're taping out of the fucking Supreme Airstream. Put that shit right in, park that shit right in the middle of the block in Adams Morgan.
Is the whole interior everything Supreme?
Everything is Supreme.
That's kind of fire.
I just don't know what the price tag or something like that is.
100 bands.
You think it's 100?
Probably.
I don't even know how much those Airstreams go for on a reg. Let alone
you know what?
one.
You know what I think, and this is because we were in Arizona, had this conversation with my brother and some of the homies.
StockX White Boys?
In terms of flipping, no.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
If you got in Arizona, if you got a consistent shipment of white on white Air Force Ones, you would be the king. You could
you can buy white on white Air Force Ones everywhere in DC.
But in Arizona, you can't get them anywhere. And it's
the highest selling shoe of all of last year.
So here's the thing about it. That's all the white girls out there wear, right? To the point where they're not even wearing Air Force Ones anymore.
Yeah, but they're cooked. They wear them and they're cooked.
But here's what I'm saying, though.
Hold on. Do white people in Arizona wear cooked Air Force Ones because they can't get a new pair?
Yes and no. Yes and no. They cook them because they're white. That's just what all white people across the country do. But we went to Undefeated. We went to Manor. We went to a couple stores in the mall. No Air Force Ones anywhere.
Wow.
So like you can buy them on Nike.com. I think they're like $80 or $90 or something.
Yeah,
like that,
110.
But
110.
The flip in Arizona would be crazy because these white girls aren't even wearing Air Force Ones anymore. They're just wearing a white sneaker that looks like an Air Force.
Because they can't get Air Force Ones.
Exactly. But if you stood on a corner and was literally like, "Yo, I got Air Force Ones, $150, right in Scottsdale," you'd sell out in 15 minutes.
Tell Khan to hit me. I got you.
Might do it.
Yeah, they've been resorting to the Air Force Ones with like an extra half an inch on it. You know, the joints with the big heel. Like I'm seeing more and more. And maybe that has to do with availability of the regular ones not being available. But I'm seeing that one with the bigger heel on a lot more women now.
They got them everywhere in the city, man. I just got a pair before I came on my trip. Every store had them.
Yeah, but it was the highest. It was most amount of shoes sold last year was that white on white Air Force.
I think that should be every year at white on white.
Yeah, they should flood the market with that
every year.
Yeah.
The black low tops are out too.
You remember that there was a period? It might have been like around 2000 to like 2003. They stopped making them or something like that. There was a serious drought on whites. Yeah. And then they came back on lows. Then they brought the white on white like mids back a little bit. And that was a problem. Like I think I ended up buying one white on white mid only because I needed a fresh pair of white on whites for something, and I was completely out. But back then my jeans were so big that I just always you couldn't tell what they were. But I really hated that strap on the mids. Like
somebody needs to make a mid. Somebody needs to make a mid
with a high strap. Yeah.
And don't over design it. Just do them white on white. That's it.
Listen,
don't overdo them.
We just gave them too much.
Yeah.
Silent Tom, I need to beep this out because this is going to be ours.
Because that would be
whenever we do it.
That would be fire because Air Force.
The height on it is perfect.
Yeah, Air Force One highs are dope, but they're a little bit too high.
Yes. Yeah.
I love them. Favorite shoe. I love them. But a mid with the strap that hangs on the back with none of that crazy Velcro strap will be ill.
I'm okay actually with taking the strap off completely too.
Nah, I think a mid. Then it just looks too funny.
Maybe not. I'd have to see it without it.
You need the strap, and the strap can be removed. By whoever buys the shoe.
You're right. The strap on the high can be removed.
It's beautiful.
So it needs to have that same sort of functionality
so.
with the mid.
And it has to be like a canvas strap. I don't want no crazy leather strap.
You don't like the nylon joints?
I like the canvas like nylon ones. I don't like leather.
Okay.
I don't like leather.
Me neither. I don't like the leather straps at all.
Yeah.
Nike, bring us in, man. We're ready to do some consulting work with you all. Whats'a podcast is ready. 40-year anniversary of the Air Force One.
Let's go.
I'm still waiting to see what hot shit they're gonna drop, man.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Episode 150. I'm reading now that Miami has become the least affordable housing market in the United States.
Fuck.
If you live in Miami, a household would have to contribute 78.7% of its income towards home ownership costs. That's based on a median home price of $590,000 and a projected median household.
590,000.
That's based on an average median home price of
I see.
$589,000 and some change, and a projected median household income of $43,401.
God damn.
Prices are going up. We should have bought spots in Miami.
People making $43,000 a year. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, basically, if you make 43,000, if the house is making 43,000, 78.7% of that has to go to home ownership costs.
And then you got like 30%, almost 30% left for everything else.
No, you have less than you have
27%.
21%.
21%.
78.7. In New York City, it's 78%.
And in New York, you do not need things like a car. You know what I'm saying? You can get away with public transportation. In Florida, you're gonna need a fucking car.
And that's
and a nice one.
and that is also home ownership. In Miami, the rents have risen 38%.
Since
the highest gains nationwide in 2021.
Did you know that rent in Washington, D.C. has gone up over 12% just from last year to this year?
I believe
12 fucking percent.
Did you raise your rent on your tenants?
The reason why I know that stat is because I'm working on that.
Hey, yo.
Listen,
you can't do that. You can't raise that with tenants in there. You can't raise it more than 4% a year.
Listen to me. I went up $1,100 a month is what my suggestion was.
You can't by law. I don't think you can.
I'm going to. I'm going
so
to.
Miami was 16 last year.
Take it or leave it. Get the fuck out.
Miami went from
Black
16th to first
on cost of living.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy. There was a time when property in Miami was so fucking cheap, man. A friend of Eddie and ours that we know, a kid that I used to run with back in the day, he had an abundance of cash and ended up buying a place in fucking South Beach, man. He got it for close to nothing, and it was just close to nothing, not back really then. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was like $150,000 for a condo, and I mean. He bought that shit in 2001. It's probably paid off, and
now it's probably $1 million
easily. Well, maybe not $1 million, but
not $1 million.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's gone up like
600,000.
It's gone up like at least 5 times.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I should have fucking bought a spot out there, man.
You should have bought a spot out there.
Dropped the ball.
That's all right. Who knew?
Yeah, who knew, man? That's why we got to go into Be More. Be More is it.
Episode 150. Speaking of Baltimore, February 26th. From 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., Darla Nikki presents a Baltimore love story at Topside at the Revival Hotel. So if you're in
that's the outdoor venue.
It's the upstairs part.
Okay.
Upstairs of the Revival Hotel overlooks the city. It's a restaurant where he sold some tables, get situated. You know what I mean? But
12 to 6. I'm coming through.
12 to 6.
I'll be back.
It's CIAA weekend. So it's the city should be rocking. The weather in DC and the area is gonna go crazy. 66 degrees the day you hear this. 67 degrees Friday. It's crazy. The weekend's gonna be popping. Yeah, man. Baltimore is definitely who is this? Oh, I have the DJ tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, Baltimore is where it's at, man. It kind of is, but it kind of isn't, man. I had a whole conversation up there when I was up there a couple weeks ago. It's a lot going on up there, man. So,
it's happening.
It's happening. I didn't know Baltimore is like, is it 74% black or 64% black? I don't know.
Probably 74.
I think it's 74% black, man. It's incredible. But yeah, man. Shout out to Baltimore. We are, it's going down. So basically, at this point in time, Abdul hit the Marina Blue Jordan 1s on sneakers. Is that correct?
This morning, 10 a.m. I entered the draw and hit.
I entered the draw and struck out, man. Fucked up.
Yeah, I really like those too. I'm gonna try to get another pair from somewhere.
I don't like the blue laces in them. I would put black laces.
Of course you can put black laces on them.
Yeah, that's it. Then that's the only thing I would change.
Yeah.
I might try to go find those today.
There is something else that came out that I got that I really like. Oh, those DTLR New Balances. They look good. The 2002s.
Yeah.
And they were 150, so it was good money. Those look good. I really like
the crazy colors on them.
Yeah. Did you see the Air Trainer ones that came out with the big strap on it? They're kind of like tan in color.
I don't fuck with those.
Do you fuck with Air Trainer ones?
I love Air Trainer ones, but those are I feel like they killed the shoe. I feel like they killed it.
I feel like we need to see more of the Air Trainer 1 coming out this year, man.
They put too many panels on it and too many buckles and the color and reflectors. I just like it's such a classic, nice, beautiful silhouette. And why would you like over tech it out? You know.
I think they're gonna bring the OG pair back out, man.
It's supposed to be coming out.
It's also, while it's the 40th anniversary of the Air Force One, it's also the 35th anniversary of the Air Trainer 1 as well as the Air Max 1. Those came out in 1987.
And a lot of professional athletes claimed those shoes, you know?
Like hell yeah, McEnroe, Bo Jackson.
Yeah. There was more.
They were cross trainers. That was the beginning of the whole cross trainer thing.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I see a lot more of. I'm a big fan of the fucking Air Trainer.
What's the first colorway called?
The chlorophyll.
That's the ones yeah.
And
they had the Air Trainer back in the day. Had the Air Trainer 1 lows, and those were fire too.
Yeah, that was like a real tennis shoe. Like McEnroe was wearing that.
Those were fire
on the court.
Yeah,
now they were fire. I preferred the mids though.
I like the mids.
Yeah,
my favorite colorway in those shoes was the SB ones that were kind of like brown and tan and navy blue. The SB Trainer ones.
Brown and tan and navy blue.
Yeah, they were fire.
I don't remember that.
Yes, you do. You probably have them. You probably have them.
Brown and tan and navy blue.
So as we wait for Eddie to get this information over, we're gonna let you know that we're still waiting for Abdul to receive his Louis Vuitton Virgil Air Force Ones.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Are they in the mail? I know you won a Sotheby's auction, so
you won a Sotheby's.
Definitely did not win a Sotheby's auction.
Is there any update? Any update on your man? Has your man posted them to?
Those the Paul Browns, I think.
Yeah, Paul Browns.
Whatever. I mean, I didn't know the name, but they're brown and tan and navy blue and black.
Has your man posted them on his Instagram story yet?
All day?
Yeah. All day? No, not yet. Oh, we needed to check it with all day about the pair he won, right?
You can tell they're on the way though, because my man is like crazy on Louis Vuitton. Like, if they're not on the way, he's
probably gearing up. When is All-Star Weekend? It's this weekend, right?
This weekend.
Oh, we're probably gonna see it on the floor at the All-Star game then.
Yeah,
that's probably what he's holding off for. I'm sure he's got a whole full.
He probably has every single color. Yeah.
I'm gonna need to get his authorization to call him into the show one day and just have a quick conversation about Louis Vuitton and just some facts about how much bread he spends there a year.
Just some facts, like he's on the real list.
Yeah, no, he is Louis. Like that's
he is the Lizzie.
He is the fucking Lizzie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at his gram right now. It's he's got
my man got the crazy like black snowsuit on.
Yeah, at like his grandmother's house. That's
probably his house.
Listen, I don't want to put anybody in harm's way, but I'm just saying, like, my man, it literally has the Aspen
every
suit on,
every color, every day.
He's sick with it.
His name ain't all day for nothing. He do that shit all day.
Every day, all day, every day.
He got a triple Celine fit on in front of
all day.
My boy owns that. What's it called though?
What's building?
That building, yeah.
The Celine building?
No.
The one that he's in front of in the Celine post.
The crazy apartment condo building.
It's not a condo building. It's like just a structure to go hang out. But they had to close it because people were like jumping off of it and stuff.
Oh, let me see what you're talking about.
But my man owns that joint. I forget what it's called.
Kellen's man owns it.
Yeah, he's our mutual friend.
Oh, you're talking about the Hudson Park shit?
Yeah, he owns that.
Oh, okay.
Joint. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all day is really about his ski gear. I respect it.
I mean,
Listen,
winter. Winter.
It's winter fits.
Winter fits.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Look at his shit, dog. I mean, he like.
bro. One day I'm gonna tell you all how we moved in Chicago All-Star Weekend.
You already told me.
Did I tell it? I don't think I told it on the podcast.
He was going through a Christian Dior phase then, right?
He was going through.
You said it was Christian
yeah,
Dior
it was
kid
all
every
that,
day.
but the way we moved inside of that Jordan Terminal 23 facility.
Was he on the list? On the list too, or he snuck in with you?
What?
He is the list.
No, he is. He was the guy. It was him.
He was the guy.
He was the reason we were in there. No waiting in line, no nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
No waiting in line, no nothing. We went straight from Michael Jordan's birthday party to Terminal 23. He got the call like, yo, come through. They let us in, like through the back. We walked in, got as many pairs as we wanted. I went through the line twice. Fucking got 2 pairs of them the Virgil Jordan 5s. Everybody else with us went through twice, got pairs.
Oh, you got the box pair too. The ones in the.
Oh yeah, that was the day before though. That was the day before.
Same plug.
Yeah, that was also him. Well, that was him and Clark.
Yeah.
But we went directly. We left the Jordan party at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and it was all the way in the south side of Chicago. By the time we got back into like downtown that area, I mean it was like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. We went straight to the fucking Terminal 23 spot, got our Jordans, and came back.
In 10-degree weather.
In 10-degree weather. My man Maul, who was running the Mountaineer store out here at the time, called me, and he just hopped in with us. I mean, literally, I was like, yo, we're going here. Like, you want to come in and see if you can get a pair with us? And he was like, fuck it. And
he got them?
He got 2 pairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just really stuck on my man's Aspen outfit.
Nah, he's sick with it.
This thing is phenomenal.
Yo, like that's light work.
Light work.
He might even leave the house that day.
Light work. Yeah.
What's the podcast? Episode 150.
We should say we're probably not going to be recording next week, right? I think
next week we're not available.
Out of town.
Everybody's on vacation next week, so we're not.
Kids are on winter break.
Yeah,
so we're taking a winter break as well.
For sure. So what's the podcast? Episode 150. Now we're gonna say, what is Abdul watching?
Yo, I'm glad Eddie's back, man, because we need to talk about this. Jerome, I don't think you've watched this, but you need to fucking talk. You need to watch this shit.
I'm gonna get a Capri Sun real quick. I'll be back.
All right, The Tinder Swindler.
Amazing.
God damn it.
Amazing. I'm not mad at him.
It's just so funny how Netflix somehow, like, at least once a year, they find some show that comes out of nowhere and captivates everybody, right? They did that shit with the Tiger King shit. And now The Tinder Swindler. Like, this dude is fucking incredible. I don't even know how he managed to pull this shit off. But for those that don't know the story, it's a documentary, a 2-hour documentary about this young Israeli dude that somehow was able to finesse his way into the pockets and bank accounts of several women around the world.
Yeah.
Around the world. He was able to finesse them and tell them that he belonged to a family a
diamond family,
a diamond jeweler family, and they were billionaires, and went from everything from lying about him having enemies, and I mean the memes surrounding this show.
It was but his shit was like the perfect story. It was like people are trying to kill me. I can't like he was on some like Leonardo DiCaprio Blood Diamonds type shit.
He was on some Leonardo DiCaprio Catch Me If You Can shit too.
Yeah, like, no bullshit.
Pretending. But great story. Did you watch the whole thing? You know, he barely got hemmed up. He got locked up in Israel.
He did 5 months.
5 months, and he's out now and still back on his bullshit.
Well, now he's like some kind of like like a financial type advisor, like something.
Well, he has his website. You can go on it now and get his advice, maybe on, I don't know, how to hustle and do all this shit. But the dude was living a life, man. Private jets and, you know, $50,000 vacations, like
everything.
He was globe-trotting like a motherfucker. Like literally, the whole thing was financed by these chicks who he had taken out loans, selling their cars,
credit
shit.
cards.
I mean, all kinds of shit, man. But how do you feel about the women that got hustled? Like, do you care or?
I don't. I honestly don't care, man, because I would never do that. I would never give somebody $250,000.
Yeah.
That's just not. I mean, you asking for it. You asking for it.
Yeah. So you don't feel any sadness for them. I mean, you feel like they had it coming, and I kind of feel feelings about it too.
I feel upset for them because they got swindled, but I don't know, man. You're gonna give somebody $250,000. You're probably not gonna get it back.
Yeah. You know I also don't know what sort of charges. I think you and I were talking about this before. I don't know what sort of charges they can bring up against him. Like, what is the crime that has been committed?
He was writing fake pay stubs and fake stuff like that, submitting them to like Amex. So that has to be like fraudulent.
Oh, that's a
good what I'm saying?
Point. And I mean, like, I think he also got hemmed up on the fake passport shit.
He had a bunch of fake passports. He had a bunch of fake names. He was acting as if he was somebody he wasn't. So he was, I don't know.
That's not a crime.
I'm sure, I mean, maybe it is federally if you're doing it in the commission of a crime. If you're acting like you're somebody else to commit a crime, then it might be something you could add to your charges.
Yeah, I just don't know if any of these things. Yeah, I don't think any of these force him to pay back this money to these young ladies.
He doesn't have to pay back the money because they gave it to him.
Yeah, they gave it to him.
The last girl kind of got him. She sold all his clothes and shit, all his belongings, and she was like,
she's still selling it on eBay.
Yeah, she was like, I don't even care how much money I get out of it. It's payment enough to like, you know, satisfying enough just to get rid of all this shit.
I need to go online and see what these girls and their GoFundMe's looking like right now, because they set up a GoFundMe that for all 3 or 4 for however amount of girls they were. But I'm wondering what that GoFundMe is at right now. But Jerome, you need to watch this shit, man. The Tinder Swindler. This shit is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That being said, check that out on. Yeah, he's a genius. Check that out on Netflix. I finally got done with the first 3 seasons of Ozark. I started season 4, and I'm on like episode 5 or 6 right now. So I'm getting close to the end, man. Of the new season.
The new one.
Yeah, the new season.
There's like 7 episodes, right?
It's only 7? I thought it.
I think so.
Oh, you're saying they update it once every week?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm close to the end then, but I'm almost caught up.
I'll watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna finish that off tonight. So Ozark is still really good. It's getting a little bit far-fetched now. Like, you know what I'm saying? When are they gonna get caught? Right? Like I feel like the end is nearing.
It's picking up. They're starting to negotiate with the Fed, so shit's gonna unfold soon.
I hate the wife. Like, she's fucking annoying as fuck. She's super caring to me. But listen, that just goes to show you how well of a job she does acting.
Yeah, by design, you know.
Yeah. So, but other than that, yeah, that's about all I got, man. Abbott, what's the Abbott Elementary? I need to watch that.
Abbott Elementary, man.
Yeah, I gotta watch that shit as well.
It's just the best show on TV.
You watched it already
right now.
Yeah, I'm not fully caught up on all the episodes, but
so awesome.
It is a good show.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great show. You guys should check it out. There's actually, and we'll link to it on our Instagram story, but there's a Twitter thread right now discussing why McDonald's Sprite is as potent as it is.
Yeah.
And it's actually built different than your average Sprite. Like,
there's something to that theory.
No. It's scientifically proven. They have the makers of the Sprite explain this in this article. Yeah.
Listen to me. There is nothing better than a fountain Sprite soda from McDonald's. That shit burns your throat. Pause. Better than anything else.
Is that good for you?
It's. I mean, listen. No,
We're
I can tell you that without any scientific
definitely
evidence.
not. Definitely,
it's
not.
terrible for you. Yeah. But that being said, on a hot day, oh my God, thirst quenching. Come on, a cold Sprite from McDonald's.
It probably makes you more dehydrated, but still,
of course, yeah, for sure. But there's not a whole lot that beats that, man.
That's true.
I'm gonna go on this Twitter thread. I gotta get all these details.
I'll send you the article.
Yeah,
it's the article. The thread is just people being funny, but the
That's
actual
funny.
article is incredible. Also, Manier James Whitner is putting together, smart money, free games, smart money. So I think there's some new investment opportunities with your man James Whitner. So I just seen him on the Instagram right now.
What, he's got a little webinar coming or some shit?
Something of that.
Okay.
Your investments with Chris Wright and Ashley, 7 p.m. on Thursday.
Boy.
So shout out to our guy James.
Listen, James Whitner, shout out to you.
Yeah.
Happy Black History Month.
No doubt. Episode 150 was a podcast. It's been fantastic. Shout out to my guy, always available. #SheWereEddie.
Peace, yo.
Shout out to SD, man. I went to Eddie's spot the other day and bought some
with Nick and them.
Yeah, shout out to Nick. I bought some sneakers for my daughter in there. Who, by the way, actually happy early birthday to my eldest Sophia, man. She's turning 10 on Friday.
Double digits.
I know. Time flies.
Time is flying, yes.
Yeah, time flies.
Did they have anything up in the Steam?
Yeah, they had some stuff, man.
They're opening a second location, I think, in Delaware.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me.
Yeah.
So,
What you
shout out to
Sophia?
Those kids. I got her some some nice LeBrons. They were like her size and cheap enough for me to get. So, grab them shits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, man.
And I am Jerome Baker III, episode 150. We appreciate y'all listening. We're out. Peace.
Peace.
We'll see y'all in 2 weeks.